Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Manager Rob Pelinka's situation is uncertain when it comes to making big deals. Some players have not met what the Lakers need, and the idea would be to trade them, players like Gabe Vincent, D'Angelo Russell and others. Would including them in a trade along with first-round picks to bring in a big star be ideal? Or give up some players and first-round picks for two good non-star players? Trae Young continues to have his name linked to the Lakers and would be a great reinforcement to bring the desired championship closer. Rumors: big trade brings Trae Young to the Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers have built multiple dynasties by adding superstars who began their careers elsewhere. The NBA draft has been essential to creating the foundation for sustained success, but Los Angeles is the gold standard as far as trading for established names is concerned. With this in mind, it should come as no surprise that the Lakers have been linked to yet another perennial all-star, Trae Young, for the better part of a year. While formal rumors have been limited, the Lakers have been linked to Young, 26, on a regular basis over the past 12 months. Many have connected the dots between Atlanta struggling to play at the level they reached when they made the 2021 Conference Finals and Los Angeles being a star-driven franchise. With LeBron James nearing 40 years of age and Anthony Davis in need of a co-star who can outlast the current era, it's a rational leap to bring in a younger elite facilitator. With the 2024-25 season underway, the speculation has taken hold yet again. Los Angeles is playing well, Atlanta is fighting to stay above the .500 line, and the question is being asked once more: what if the Hawks restarted and the Lakers went all in on their current vision? The follow-up question is, what would the Lakers have to give up in this scenario? Anytime a team trades for a multi-time All-Star, the cost will be steep. In the case of acquiring Young, a three-time All-Star, it wouldn't just be a matter of providing value that the Hawks deem sufficient, but finding a way to match the $43,031,940 he's owed in 2024-25. In a trade proposed by Andy Bailey of Bleacher Report, the Lakers would be giving up Rui Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell, Gabe Vincent, 2 first-round draft picks, and a pick swap to land Young. Lakers receive Trae Young. Atlanta Hawks receive D'Angelo Russell, Gabe Vincent, Rui Hachimura and Escala do Draft de Primera Rodada de 2029. That's a steep price to pay for any player, especially when one considers how long it's been since the Lakers could consistently fill out their roster with players on rookie-scale contracts. 2029 and 2031 are several years out, of course, and the hope would be that Los Angeles would have won at least one title by then. The ends would justify the means in that scenario, especially when one considers that James could retire by the time the first of the two outgoing picks come into play. The bigger question thus becomes whether this deal gets the Lakers close enough to truly contend. Acquiring Young without giving up Austin Reaves would be an absolute win, but it's fair to question if that backcourt pairing could hold opponents in check with their defense. A trade for a superstar has never been perfect, and the Lakers would need to turn to free agency in 2025 to build a deeper roster, but this proposed deal gives the team something to think about. Giving up Russell and Vincent for Young would deplete the depth at point guard, but that's a move the Lakers would be happy to make. Young is a walking double-double with an outside shot that holds defenders accountable, even when it doesn't fall, and intriguing postseason experience. Even giving up Rui Hachimura, which would greatly limit the team's options for 3&D value, would be offset by the acquisition of Young. On paper, this deal makes sense. The Lakers would likely roll out a starting lineup of Young, Reaves, Davis, James, and either Dalton Knecht or Jared Vanderbilt, a group that could compete with any team in the NBA when healthy. Los Angeles has also paid Max Christie to be the type of player who can ideally complement a trio of this nature, but the conversation about money is where the problems begin to emerge. Davis will make $54,126,380 in 2025-26, while Young will check in at $45,999,660. James will either opt out to sign a new max-level deal or return at $52,627,153. Throw in Reeves $13,937,574 and Vanderbilt's $11,571,429 salaries, and the Lakers would be paying $178,262,196 to just 5 players next season, and they won't have a 2025 first-round draft pick to add a quality player on a rookie-scale contract. The potential core of Davis, James, Reeves, and Young would be captivating, but with just 5 players pushing the Lakers to the cusp of the luxury tax, and other owed salaries that would put them into the first, if not second apron, there's significant risk involved in this deal. It makes sense on paper, but the salaries involved complicate the matter to the point of potentially being too limiting to pull this off. A trade that could be an A thus takes a slight hit. While acquiring Young could undoubtedly improve the Lakers' roster, it's unlikely they would give up 3 first-round picks for his services, especially since his market value has declined in recent seasons. The Lakers may be more inclined to offer just a first-round pick as part of the trade. If brought to Los Angeles, Young could become the third star the team desperately seeks and bolster its offensive capabilities. However, questions remain about his defensive contributions, which could give the Lakers pause. The connection between Young and the Lakers is long-standing, raising hopes that this intriguing possibility could soon come to fruition. NBA rumors, the external factor preventing Lakers from executing essential trade. If you're wondering why the Lakers haven't made a trade yet, an answer has arrived. The Los Angeles Lakers have a flaw to address and an abundance of intriguing trade options to consider. Los Angeles also has a surplus of injuries at a position that the franchise player has openly asked it to solidify. Unfortunately, the Lakers have yet to get something done on the trade front, and a new report seems to have revealed why that is. Anthony Davis has made requests in both 2023 and 2024 for improved depth at center. Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka has yet to act on those requests, but recent reports have indicated that he's exploring the market early in the 2024-25 season. According to Dan Woik of the Los Angeles Times, it was revealed that the reason the Lakers have struggled to execute a trade is how strong of a seller's market it's become. According to executives around the NBA, the Lakers have had discussions with a number of teams about big men, though nothing seems close to being more than check-ins. A number of teams have been active in trying to poke loose a serviceable big, making it a pretty strong seller's market in the early stages of this year. With this in mind, it's within the realm of possibility that a trade for a quality big would require the Lakers to give up more compensation than they're willing to part with. Los Angeles has run the proverbial gauntlet as far as finding ways to overcome early injuries is concerned. Davis is battling plantar fasciitis and an eye injury, Jackson Hayes sprained his ankle, and Christian Wood has missed each of the Lakers' first 12 games after undergoing arthroscopic knee surgery. Christian Koloko, who signed a 2-way contract with the Lakers, is receiving NBA reps earlier than expected to help fill the void. An already thin rotation of centers has been depleted by injuries that lack a clear timeline for a potential resolution. As such, calls for the Lakers to get the trade done that Davis requested over a year ago are louder than ever. The question emerging from Woik's report, however, is just how much Pelinka would have to give up to add an ideal fit. There are a number of intriguing players to consider, including rumored targets such as Brook Lopez and Jonas Valanciunas. Both players would help address Los Angeles's interior weaknesses, primarily with their respective physical strength and ability to defend the low post. In saying that, whether it's Lopez, Valanciunas, or another player entirely, the cost of acquiring them will remain steep as long as the perception of a seller's market persists. For Pelinka, the internal debate has thus become a matter of how much he values Davis's request and the limited depth at center. He may attempt to ride out the storm until the asking prices decrease, but pressure exists that could force his hand into giving up draft picks for a veteran in their 30s. There's no clear path forward for Pelinka and the Lakers to embrace, but it's at least clear now why the trade is taking so long to materialize.